If you have a loved one who is abusing drugs or alcohol, you know it's hard to watch them harm themselves. You also know it's a lot harder to communicate with them. The addiction can have a negative impact on communication between an addict and their friends or family. I have a lot of experience with bad communications with an addict. My mom has been an addict most of my life, so I did this project to teach myself and the people around me how to communicate more effectively with her. In this speech, you will learn about communicating with an addict, key concepts from the textbook Communication for Success, and experiences I have had. I used a few concepts from the book Communication for Success, such as conflict styles, speech to actuate, and win-win situations. The typical addict has an aggressive style of conflict because they care more about themselves than they do anybody else. The family and friends typically have a passive style. According to the authors of Communication for Success, the passive style is adopted by people who are uncomfortable with open conflict. They are passive because they think the addict's needs are more important than their own needs. According to psychologist Jennifer Voorhees, ideally the family and friends should be assertive with a sense of empathy and accountability. They must be assertive in their approach with the addict. It shows the addict that the family and friends are there for them and love them, but they're not going to enable them anymore. In order to reach a win-win situation during the intervention, the family needs to prepare a speech to actuate. Speech to actuate gets the audience, which would be the addict, to do a specific action, which would be going to a treatment. The speech will be letters that the family and friends prepared for the addict during the intervention. The letters will contain memory, good or bad, of the addict, and then they will ask the addict to go to treatment. If the speech works, the situation would be a win-win because the addict gets their life back if they succeed at the treatment, and the family will get their loved one back. I was faced with many challenges and I learned a lot from this project. My main challenge was realizing I had not been effectively communicating with my mom. The past year I've shut her out and avoided communication altogether. I am trying to use these concepts I talked about to communicate better with her. Although I have had challenges, I have also learned a lot from Jennifer Voorhees and Carol Bennett. Jennifer taught me that I should be assertive while communicating with my mom. I also learned that I should be neutral when talking to her. Neutral means not giving an opinion to the addict so that the addict can't blame you for their actions. According to Carol Bennett, the author of Communicating with an Addict, Hitting the Pause Button, staying neutral is safe. No one can come back and blame you for saying this or that, encouraging this action or behavior. When you stay neutral, you turn the decision over to the alcohol or addict for them to make their own. You are empowering them with their own choice and then empowering yourself with a commitment to neutrality. Not giving your opinion to the addict makes them more responsible for their decisions and behaviors. If the addict blames everyone else for their decisions, then communication can be lost. After learning about communicating with an addict, the different concepts I used from the textbook, and what I learned, I hope you have a better understanding on how communication is a vital tool for all humans, especially those influenced under alcohol and drugs and alcohol.